I was the noon weatherman in Virginia back then, and I was just about to go on the air, was putting in my forecast, because in those days we had to type it on this machine called a Chiron machine, and I was watching CNN, the only ones that carried the shuttle blast off. And I was watching CNN out of the corner of my eye because I wanted to see it. And another guy was with me, and he said, "Did you just see that?" And I said, "Oh my gosh." I said, "Yeah." He said, "What happened?" I said, "I don't know. I don't know what happened." And nobody did. That's what I remember about it. It was so mystifying. We'd taken the shuttle program for granted. None of the networks carried the blast off, and it was just only on CNN. And so I rushed back to the newsroom, and I remember suddenly, about 5 minutes after that, CBS News and Dan Rather came on, the first network to come on and say, you know, there's been some sort of incident with the shuttle. And we all just watched like everyone else. And of course, they just looped that video over and over and over of the explosion. It wasn't like today with so many cell phones and videos that would have been taken. That's all we had. So of course, that's what I remember in my mind, is that horrible explosion that we all saw. And you know, I was so glad when we got back in space, because it took a while before America was back in space. I'm sad that the shuttle missions have not gone on. And I hope that somehow, some way, we'll get back to that excitement that all of that space exploration of my childhood. I was 9 when we landed on the moon, and all through my young teenage years, we were up there with the Apollo missions, and in my 20s when the shuttle exploded. And you know, it's not easy, but it's something that's exciting for our country, and I hope that we get back to it. And I think it's inspiring, especially for young people.